Humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitor's sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys off to a strong 2-0 start to begin the 2026 campaign. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Hunter. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey,
one back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato. Done.
Now a carry for Allen. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7.
Let's go. Hey, Phil.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The Cook now on the punt as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter, it's Henderson. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. May going to give it to Henderson. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 19 carries, 59 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going to throw. May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up, and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
To the air, May. Touchdown, Patriots! Ramondre Stevenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt. Go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now you look at this Patriots defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL. In defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it. And stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down at the 50-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So if five-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. The tight end Henry here in motion. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. As Got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Play action. May. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they go play action with May. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing here is May. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up second.
To throw, it's May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
In motion, Hollins. Henderson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
They'll throw with May. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
24.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, Ginger. Done.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
Rip, 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Allen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, run.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Fred on red. Hey, Soko.
Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The tight end Henry here in motion.
From the gun, it's May. Gets this complete to Butte.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Hey, let's go.
4-yard line.
Hey, son, that's time. Push.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 10.
Hey, Soko, hot. Silver.
Now Lawrence. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
On red. Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spray. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh. Last words, every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Looking to throw. May.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
To the air. May.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back.
To that well.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate in hour 2 to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our look around the
halftime
NFL
report.
starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on Carolina. And it's Bryce Young. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Panthers, looking for their second win after an opening week loss, they're up at halftime. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Tennessee Titans.
Back now at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville.
Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of the second half. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
Looking to put a drive together.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air, May.
And that is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anything in the run game, case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Hey, son.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger, son.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On red. This one's hot. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw.
Thomas brings it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, Ron.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ralph! Hey, Soko, high! Hey, I'm gun. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage. On 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Throwing here is May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open. He keeps it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Hey, let's go.
1st and 10.
Son, it's on.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones on the return.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them win.
And it's a fumble. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Snap.
Here's May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. May going to give it to Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Looking to throw. May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll throw with May. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles. Because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Hey, Soko, son. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle, it's Henderson.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this offense on 3rd down today. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
To throw, it's May.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Hey, Ginger, touch!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shoves him aside.
Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run
To Allen on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, run! Hey, Ginger. Duck!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Lisa 24.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Soko, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. Douglas, the man in motion. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 46. Here's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He completes it to Hunter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's the 24.
Here's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. So they'll decline the penalty there and go. Go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
Rip, 23.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 46-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Well, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Hey,
at the
hey.
15-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Lawrence will throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Looking to put a drive together. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. To the air, May. Complete, Hunter Henry with the ground. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as he'll take this up close to midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Stevenson. Dancing away at the 30. Fighting his way through contact. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.